But when Al Gore was running for president, I remember, and I specifically remember this, and I was really young at the time, but I specifically remember his main thing was about climate change and about global protection. And I never really understood what global protection was until I got a little bit older, started to study politics myself, and started to see how different life really was when I really looked into that kind of stuff, you know? So I was looking online, I was looking at NASA, and I never really thought I'd look at a NASA website because when I was a little younger, I always wanted to go to the moon, yes, but what kid didn't, you know? But I was looking at the website and it showed me a little bit of information about climate change and how much climate change is changing the earth, how much it's affecting the earth and greenhouse gases and everything. And like I said, when I first heard about this, I was like, what in the world is this? But it's real. Climate change is real. And now that I'm thinking about it, politicians do whatever they can to cover up this thing, that they're not taking care of the earth that we live in. You're right, we have one earth, and it's dying because of us. You mean to tell me that this is our fault that we're doing this? And I didn't believe it until I started thinking that the last 2 weeks have been a plethora of examples of why climate change is real. For instance, the reason why I had to cancel my show the last 2 weeks is because it's been snowing. Did I mention that this is Georgia? This is the South, and it's snowing. Now, again, for the past years, it has been snowing in Georgia, but don't you think that's the problem? It's been snowing for the past years in Georgia. Do you think that something's going on with the Earth atmosphere to make it snow in Georgia? Am I the only one that's actually thinking about this? Because I know I'm not the only one that believes that climate change is happening in America, and climate change is happening in this country. Like I said, for the last 2 weeks, it's been cold. I remember 2 days before that, I don't know exactly what day it was, but it was hot. It was hot outside. It was like 70-something degrees. And then 2 days after that, it was cold as hell outside. I was shivering. I remember, this is the problem with Georgia weather though, because I thought it was just Georgia weather, that Georgia weather is just crazy like that, and that they're just weird like that, because one day it's cold, the next day it's hot, the next day it's raining, the next day it's snowing, and then after that you got desert coming in, or snowstorm, or a desert tornado, a dust storm coming in. You never know with Georgia. You never know. But as I started to get older and I started to realize that's the problem. You never know with Georgia. And you never know with the states. And you don't think that we had anything to do with that? Come on, man. Be serious. I mean, we have something to do with this. Because, like I said, a couple of weeks ago, it was hot. It was hot. People were outside eating. People were outside walking their dog. Like today, I was outside walking towards the Bob bus and I saw a lady walking her dog. I saw people on hammocks chilling outside. I saw people playing frisbee. They were playing frisbee. I saw, no lie, and this is the weirdest thing, I saw 2 kids about 6 years old holding hands walking up my neighborhood. It's just that nice outside that kids are walking holding hands, something out of the Twilight Zone. Looks like a horror movie. But look outside right now. It's raining. It's pouring down raining outside. 2 hours ago, it was hot as hell. 24 hours ago, it was cold as hell. It was like 24 something degrees, like 32 degrees, and now it was 74 degrees outside 4 hours today. It was 74 degrees, and now it's pouring down raining. Tomorrow is going to be snow. Is this not a mind blower, an eye opener for you? Do you think that Al Gore was telling the truth, or was he just bat crazy? Was he just crazy out of his mind that he didn't want to believe that climate change was actually happening and actually was real, and we needed to do something about it? We didn't understand that was actually what's happening, and we just overlooked it. But now look at it. Now look where we are. I don't understand, man, but it's so true. Like I said, I'm looking at the NASA website, and the causes are right here. And for all you political junkies out there, just bear with me, and you have to understand, like, this is why climate change is happening. And just the basic knowledge. Sunlight passes through the atmosphere and warms the Earth's surface. Easy. This heat is radiated back towards space. Easy. Most of that outgoing heat is absorbed by greenhouse gas molecules and re-emitted into all directions, warming the surface of Earth and its lower atmospheres. We all know that's true, but look at the effects that's happening in the world right now. Look at the effects, at least for America. Easy. The southeast. I'll start with the southeast. Sea levels rise, spread. Sea levels are rising. Hello, New Orleans. Hurricane Katrina. That even happened up north. Northeast. Heat waves, heavy downpours. Sea levels rise. Hello, Hurricane Sandy. Are you not getting this right now? Let's check out the West. Where's the West? Alright. I don't see anything about the West. Midwest. Extreme heat. Heavy downpours. Flooding will affect infrastructure. Has that not happened already? Has that not happened already? See, I'm coughing. Climate change. Thanks, Obama. Okay, again. Everywhere you look at it, it's gradual evidence that something's going on in America, something's going on in the world, and we have to fix it. We need to make sure to stop busting oil all over the harbor. We need to make sure to stop drilling. We need to use cleaner energy, cleaner air. Hell, sometimes I might think that smoking on campus affects greenhouse gases. I mean, those are the little things, but little things add up, man. Little things add up. And we need to learn to fix these problems. We need to learn to come together as a nation, not even as a nation, as an earthling. As a human being, we need to learn to come together to fix our home planet, because we only have one. We only have one life to live, and we only have one earth to live on it. So what are we going to do in 20 some odd years when it's snowing in July? Nothing about it, and then we're all going to end up getting hot and hotter and hotter, or colder and colder and colder, and then that's when everything starts to happen.